Everyone just is going crazy due to the terrible music and proficiency? No. Sheer amount of skulls. What was I looking for? I am the MoeChicken, and welcome back to more Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. In the last episode, we fought a spooky time skeleton with armor, and I whipped diddlied him to death, and it was awesome. And now we can double jump! Hooray! So we will continue along our way, because this area is a dead end. There is nothing else down here, and we do not wish for it to be our dead end, but... yeah, we gotta walk our way back out. So we gotta deal with all these skeletons and all these skulls and all these various bony parts, so that we can leave. And I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit this. Whack. There we go. It's a safe kind of cave-in. It's not the kind of cave-in you have to be worried about. It's a safe one. How are you, gentlemen? You know, I will never cease to enjoy saying "How are you, gentlemen?" It's just. You know, I have cats to thank for that, you know, from back in Zero Wing. That is a very, very old meme, but I still love it. How are you, gentlemen? How are you, gentlemen? You and your pink garb. They kind of look like they're wearing that... I got a leather cap. So I got leather gloves, and I got a leather cap, and I got leather boots. Are you better than what I'm wearing? You are not. I'm wearing the salad, and they kind of looked like they were also wearing a salad. And I can't get through here. We've been here before, I think. This is on the way to the place I was going, but it's a dead end. Alright, well, back we go. You and your salad with its strong metals embedded in the frame. Delicious salad. It's a salad with metals. And there's the ice. I didn't actually mean to use that, but the GameCube controller is a little slippery at times. Also, full apologies if in the first 6 episodes you could hear the clicking and clacking of my controller. Normally I take measures to try and prevent that, but I forgot to that day, and I had also forgotten exactly how loud the GameCube controller is. It's a very noisy controller. It's it's the joystick. It's so ticky and tacky, but it is a nice controller, so they say. So they say. A lot of people say the GameCube controller is their favorite. Not me. It's not my favorite. My favorite is still the Super Nintendo controller. I'm a big fan of that one. It's, you know, it's lightweight, it's simple, it's got a great variety of buttons. It does not have control sticks, but it was also made at a time when control sticks were not necessary. I really feel like they hit all the marks with the SNES controller. But that's me. But yeah, from what I hear, the GameCube controller was, like, they were so confident about it that it was even lauded as, like, the controller that all controllers would take after. Like, I want to say someone at Nintendo, when they were announcing the GameCube, were like, you know, get used to the way this looks, because 10 years from now, every controller will look like this one. And it's like, wow, they really believed in the GameCube controller. There's nothing wrong. I would say there's nothing wrong with it. My biggest gripes about the GameCube controller, I would say, is that I don't understand the purpose of giving so much preference to the A button, first of all. I mean, it's kind of huge compared to the other buttons, so it's almost like it feels like they're incentivizing game designers to make games that are oriented towards a single button, or mostly oriented towards a single button. It's a little weird. I also don't think the C stick is great. I don't know, I mean, it's sort of a precursor to... well, was it a precursor? When was the DualShock controller first introduced? Was that before or after the GameCube? Ed, when did it come out? Fact check for me, buddy. I need your help. Thank you. Assuming Ed found it, there it is. But yeah, I don't know. The control pad's a little weird, or the C stick's a little weird. The control pad's a little weird. I'm just griping. I'm just doing that thing I do where everyone's like, I love this, and I'm like, I gotta find out why I hate it. I'm aggressively contrarian, and it has caused me a great deal of problems in my life. But what are you gonna do? We're just making our way out through this bony area. I mean, it is cool. It's cool that they came up with so many ways to use, like, a skeleton motif, like, and they went full in on it too. There's bones everywhere. There are skulls and skeletons and all kinds of malarkey. Did we ever go down? I don't think we did. yeah, we turned around to go to the left, and then it turned out to be the right way, so we still need to go the wrong way. But yeah, I mean, they went all in on making this place a skeleton lover's paradise. Are you a skeleton lover? Do you love the support structures that your muscles use? Then come here. And as soon as I say that, there are no bones in the background in this one. But there is this guy. Doesn't even really look like a spider. It's just like a skeleton with a lot of legs. I mean, if it was a skeletal spider, you would expect it to have, like, an exoskeleton. And basically just look like a spider. Okay. We're in an ascending area now. I really don't remember what's down here. I did find some furniture, though, so we have to go back to our, rooms so we can put away our furniture. Very exciting. How am I not hitting this thing? Get out of here. Thank you for the $1, but get out of here. Whack, whack, whack. Whack, whack. It only takes 2, okay. Oh, actually, you know, I think I remember where this leads. I think this leads to the aqueduct area. Maybe? Maybe it does. Or it leads to this scary face. This guy's kinda... That's kinda cool. You know what that looks like? That looks like, Carmilla from, Castlevania 2 again. I wonder if that's on purpose. So in Castlevania 2, there are actually only 3 things that would be classified as bosses in the game. And what's interesting is that 2 of them are basically optional, because both of them you fight both of them in a room that has a door on both sides, and you can actually just walk past them. Like, you get something for beating them, but if you don't want to actually fight them, you can just be like, I'm out, and just keep going. The game does not really, you know, punish you in any way for doing so. But one of the 2 is a gigantic mask that sort of looked like the one that we just saw. It's named Carmilla. Either Carmilla or the Crying Mask. Because it is like a... Oh, how do I... What's the deal here? I guess I have to come here from the other side? That's... Okay. Okay, bye. I guess... Never mind. We'll just leave now. Yeah, anyway, it's like a mask, and it kind of floats around, and it drips bloody tears that will damage you if they strike you. It's kind of cool. It's also actually a reference to another famous vampire story. This is something I didn't find out until much later in my life, but apparently there is a famous vampire story that was produced at about the same time as Bram Stoker wrote Dracula, from what I understand. I don't remember what the... how? Ow! I died. That sucked, man. just freaking spied. I kept thinking I would beat him, and I'm just... Okay, I have no excuse. That was just dumb. I just kept taking damage for no reason. Alright, how far back did I go? Oh, that whole under area. Alright, we'll just blaze through it. Dang it. It's really frustrating. Anyway, apparently the book was written around the same time as Bram Stoker's Dracula, and featured it was sort of the story of the interaction between a young woman named Laura and a vampire, a female vampire named Carmilla. Oh, well, okay, let me amend that. The name she went by in the story was Carmilla, but they made a point of saying that that name was actually one iteration of many, and apparently this vampire would just use like the same set of letters and just keep making new names for herself every time she like moved to a new area so that she couldn't be tracked. It's a cool idea, and from what I understand, it was very influential in establishing the concept of like the I think they call it a psychic vampire, namely a vampire that does not suck your blood, but rather drains your youth and your vitality just from their presence, something like that. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I do know that Laura and Carmilla have showed up in numerous Castlevania games, and for the longest time I had no idea why. But yeah, that's why. It's because they are associated. Carmilla is a vampire, and Laura was her thrall. But I don't know much about the story, so I can't go any further than that. Without not understanding... Oh, and it's you! You deadly skeleton spider. Now I know of your tricks and your dangers, and you look more like a centipede than anything else. You don't look like a spider. It troubles me, and I burped. I apologize for that. Oh, and there's the happy skeleton back, or happy skull back there. So if we go this way, there's just a wall, which... Oh, there's a spider too. Forgot about you. You go over there. Go over there. Go on, 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 go on. See you later. Let me turn off my book for a little while. Spell book. Off. I have to turn off this book. Someone left the book on and it's using up all the power. All the literary power in the room is being channeled into that spell book. So let's get rid of it. That speak and spell book. Who out there had a speak and spell growing up? That's a very random question, but I'm curious. Because I had one. Actually, me and my sisters had 3. We had a speak and spell. I think it was called a speak and math. And a speak and read, I believe is what they were. And I think my parents basically... Well, my mother was a teacher growing up, so they were always getting us, like, educational stuff. And I suspect they got us 3 so that we would not fight over them. But I just remember... I remember this one trip that our family took. This was way, way back when I was a little kid. And we had a Ford Taurus, which is like a station wagon. And we were driving up the east coast of the to... I think we were going to visit our cousins or something. Thank you, Carmilla. And we... Like the three of us kids, they had put down, like my parents had put down the seat in the back, so that like the seat connected to like the back area of the station wagon, and they had put down the back, and they kind of put down like some blankets, and so us kids were just kind of like, this was like at night too, so I think they were trying to get us to go to sleep, but we were all still up, and we all had our like speaking whatevers. And we were just kind of playing them. And I remember there was this one noise that would be like, if you got a question right, it would go doot doot, and then the next question would be doody doody. So it was like doot doot doody doody. I just remember hearing that a lot that evening. All right, you. Oh, ow, ow, stop, no! Freaking spider, you almost did it to me again. Get out of here, back, foul creature. You must be destroyed through the power of Christianity. Huzzah! The speak and... Like, my favorite one was the speak and spell. Probably because it was the easiest of the 3. My middle sister was the one who loved... She loved math in general. And so she always had the math one, which was gray. Which I always found very strange. Because, like, the speak and spell was bright orange, and the speak and read was like bright yellow, and then the speak and math was gray. It's like, what are you trying to say about math, people who made speak and spell? What are you trying to say about math? Alright, well, now we can double jump. So... where can we go now that we can double jump? There are a couple places over in the Luminous Caverns, I believe, that we can now approach. But first we must drop off our furniture, because we have new furniture for our room. Here we go. Putting some furniture. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that sweet deer head. Oh, it's so cool. And this nice low table. Look at this coffee table right here. Yeah. Look at my room's coming along great. I'm Just Belmont, interior decorator. Huzzah! Yeah, but I think we can do some things in the Luminous Cavern. I'm gonna go a little bit longer this episode because, you know, I died. I feel bad about that. So we're gonna go a little bit longer. See if we can find anything in here. I also want to find out if, in fact, I could have gotten away without killing the cherry Kool-Aid monster. Because I still feel bad about it. Don't get me wrong. Still feel bad that I had to kill that thing. I mean, maybe it would have been a terrible creature had I gone up there. I don't really know. But I know that it was crushed to provide me with an elevator, and that doesn't feel great, so... Ow! You suck! Stop it! Stop it! Whip deadly! Flick... I can't say flick of the wrist in this one, because you're not flicking your wrist. It's just kind of, like, magically moving for no reason. Like, Just is doing this with the power of his mind! Think really hard! Hello, witch. I feel bad killing you too, because you really don't seem like you're very dangerous. Like, the witches look younger in this game than they normally do, I think. That's problematic. What's up here? Not a whole lot, actually. Where, I thought there were some places... Oh, it's in the next room, maybe. Wasn't there a place where I needed to jump up high, I think? Maybe over here? Yeah. Oh. Well, it's still not good enough. Well, crap. Okay, never mind. Hope we find some... Oh, it's you. I don't like these things. They're gross looking. Something about them is gross, but I did find out I can do this, and it's funny. I'm gonna do this now. Hey! Hey! Whack. What was down there? I'm looking for places where I did not fill out the map. Not too many, actually. Thought there was more down here that I did not get, but perhaps I was wrong. Perhaps I was wrong. Now I'll do this, and it's very silly looking. I'm just going to continue to lick this flower from underneath. Huzzah! Lick, 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 lick. Chicka, chicka, chicka. Yeah, yeah. Poor witch. Poor witch. Yeah, don't they look like younger? It looks like a little, like, child witch, and I feel bad about that. I already felt bad about that. I was talking... Ed, this is the second time you'll be hearing this, but I was talking about this in between episodes, but, I think the witches that I feel most guilty for fighting in Castlevania games are the, the ones from Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, where, like, it's just sort of like a young woman who's clearly just trying to figure out how to do the whole riding on a broomstick thing. Like, they just kind of, like, they're almost not even paying attention to you. It's, oh, I can't get up here either. This whole area is useless. All of this was useless. Alright, well, in the next episode, I will continue talking about what I was talking about. I am the MoeChicken, this is Harmony of Despair, and there was no point to my coming here. Bye!